Your makeup looks great.
Thank you. I was just gonna say you look so pretty. I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome, Muchmusic. I'm here with Canadian singer-songwriter Olivia Lunny. How are you today?
I am well. I'm in the UK right now, so having fun. Definitely fighting some jet lag, but can't complain.
Of course, of course. I know. Once you get that jet lag sorted, though, you'll be good. Also, the adrenaline, I feel like.
Absolutely. It's definitely a thing.
Well, let's talk your new EP, Heartbreak On Repeat, that you recently released. What has the response been so far?
It's been so positive, and I think the best part about how everything so far in my career has worked out is that we released it and then I got to go on tour with Ellie Goulding. So, 2 days after it came out, I was playing all these songs live, and it's just a really cool experience.
I love that. We'll get into your touring in a little bit, but a little bit more on the new EP. I think the energy really combines, a little bit of heartbreak, but dance pop. It's kind of a very empowering dynamic. How did you find that balance between the two contrasting vibes?
Yeah, I think honestly, it wasn't really something that I thought about. I just kept writing a bunch of songs and then went through and picked my favorite songs. And it just so happened that that's kind of what was going on in my life. And I think the fun part about Heartbreak on Repeat is it can be, interpreted both ways. You're either,
Exactly.
being heartbroken on repeat or you're breaking hearts on repeat and you're feeling
Yeah.
sassy, really good. So I think, yeah, as you said, I hope there's like a balance of, the sad mellow stuff, but then also stuff that makes you want to dance and have a good time.
Uplifting for sure. And I feel like that's probably why, so many people can relate because they can relate in different ways, different angles, different ways to
For
perceive
sure.
it. Your single Time Zone you released earlier this year. It was your first top 40 debut. Did you celebrate? If so, how did you celebrate?
Yeah, I did. Just definitely, with my team, I think there's so many things going on, but it's also just so important to like celebrate those big, big wins. And yeah, kind of surreal. It's just cool to hear your song on the radio everywhere. It's crazy.
I love it. It's such a bop.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You also collabed with Bryce Vine on your EP on
Yeah.
Fix This. How was that?
It was amazing. I've been a fan of Bryce for so long. I actually went back and found an old playlist because I was like, I think I've been listening to Bryce Vine for like 5 years, 7 years.
Yeah, no, he's
So
good.
when we sent him the song and when he liked it, it was definitely really cool. And we, went in the studio and he laid down his verse and he's just so talented. He's really good at, I think, capturing feelings and writing lyrics. So not only is he a lovely human, but he's also just really talented and dope. So it was a really cool collaboration.
Totally. And is there any other artist that you'd like to collab with in the future? Someone on your list?
There's a lot. I mean, I probably Ed Sheeran. I have to say that because he has red hair and, I'm in the UK right now. I feel like I'm just like I've been listening to so much Ed Sheeran. That's like so touristy of me, so Canadian, but
What era of your life would you say that you're currently in? If you could slap a title on it.
wow. I think I'm in my growth slash go with the flow era.
I
If
like
that
that.
I don't know if that contradicts each other, but I think I'm just realizing there's so many things like happening in the world, and there is an element to me that just wants to, you know, stand
Yeah.
back and let life run its course, but at the same time, experiencing growth within that's also a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying this era of my life.
Love that. I feel like also going with the flow could be you growing because sometimes when you don't go with the flow, you're like, that's a way to let go. You're growing
Right?
by just letting yourself just go with it.
Exactly. No, absolutely.
You're on tour right now in Europe. You've already started for Ellie Goulding, and you'll also be opening for Eurovision winner Loreen. So what does it mean to you to be performing for these artists?
Oh man, honestly, it's just really crazy because I mean Ellie Goulding specifically. I've been listening to Ellie like since I had my first massive iPod. Like her
Yeah.
cover of your song by Elton John. I've always been an Ellie fan, and I think I even had a moment last night at the show where I was watching her set, but I realized I was like I'm a fan, but I also was just on that stage. It's kind of crazy.
Surreal.
It's very yeah, that's a good word. It's very surreal, but I'm honestly I'm just so grateful. It's really wild and it's really like amazing and overwhelmingly beautiful. So I've just been having so much fun making fans too and experiencing, Europe because I've only ever been here as a tourist. So it's really fun to come and
Yeah.
work here and meet people and yeah, it's been
Amazing.
wild.
Who did you tell first or share the news with when you found out?
I think my mom. I think that was the first person that I called. And oh, sorry, actually, my best friend was sleeping over at my house,
Oh,
and I
nice.
like woke her up. I was like, Carly, Mom, and then we
Love
both like
that.
literally jumped on my bed. It was a very cute moment.
Aw, that's actually so cute. You'll never forget that.
No, exactly.
Well, Olivia, you're Canadian, so let's talk a little bit about Canada. Who's your favorite Canadian singer or someone maybe you look up to?
I really love Shania Twain. I love The Weeknd. I love Justin Bieber. I love
Yep,
Alessia Cara.
good
There's
one.
just so many Canadian. I love Drake. Drake's new
Oh,
album's
so
really
much
great.
variety here.
Yeah, you really realize like some of the biggest people in the game right now are Canadian, so I love that.
You recently moved to LA, am I correct on that?
Yeah.
What things do you like about it? What things do you miss about home? You're from Winnipeg, but just, yeah, give me a little comparison and contrast.
Yeah, it's a very different place in Winnipeg. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Um, Things that I do really enjoy and love. I really love the weather. Growing up in Winnipeg, where the winters are literally like 8 months a year, I'm really enjoying sunshine, West Coast, beach, mountains. I love California.
Totally.
Um, but I do really miss, I feel like Canadians are just we have this like beautiful warmth and
Yeah.
lovely mentality. And I think the irony is I connect with so many Canadians in Los Angeles. It's like I never even really left home. But yeah, definitely pros and cons. And I also just I'm back in Canada so much too. So it's not like a one or the other. But I'm also, I'm moved into my first little place. I got to decorate it myself. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, just back in that growth era. So it's great.
And it's a good experience, right? I mean, if everything is the same all the time, as nice as it is to be home, you wouldn't appreciate it as much, I feel like, if you didn't, venture out
So
and do
true.
other things.
The duality of life. It's so true.
Exactly, for sure. Looking forward, it's almost the end of the year now. Do you have any goals for 2024? I mean, you're finishing off this year pretty strong, but yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward.
Well, it's interesting. So I'm super into manifestation and I'm like a crazy journaler, hippy dippy, whatever. And 6 months ago I actually wrote in my journal European Tour 2023
Oh my
fall.
God,
So
good.
that's kind of crazy. So I get to check that off my list. And I think I'm just trying to stay really present right now, but probably by December I'll be kind of writing my goals for the new year.
Okay,
But I
nice.
would really like to play a late night show and perform on a late night show. So that's high up in the list. And then do some more touring in Canada and the US. But we'll see. Who knows?
Well, when it happens, because it will, because you made this happen, we'll know and we'll be able to refer back to this moment. So,
Exactly. No, that's amazing. That's why you gotta just speak it into existence. I'm a firm believer in that.
of course, absolutely. I believe the same. And I guess to finish it off, sometimes I like to create little 3 to 5 song playlists with artists. Since your EP is called Heartbreak on Repeat, what are 3 to 5 songs that currently are on repeat for you right now?
Ooh, can I pull my phone for this?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta see.
absolutely. Go into your recents, go into your library.
I have been listening to Casey Musgrave's Camera Roll,
Okay, nice.
Body by Loreen,
Oh, okay.
Love Like This by Zayn,
Good one.
and I Owe You by Sabrina Claudio. It's kind of a mix of different
Yeah.
songs.
I like the variety. Olivia, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting. Congrats on everything you're
So thank
doing.
you for chatting. It's lovely to talk.
Hopefully soon we can meet in person. You can come hang
Would
out with
love
us and do an in-person interview.
100%. Hopefully soon.